So the question we're addressing is, how can you create value or devise ways to deliver more value to your customers? This is the question that Bain and Company, which is one of the big three management consultancies, set out to answer, and we'll talk about what they found. The amount and nature of value in a product or a service always lies in the eye of the beholder. Yet there are universal elements or components of value. Having an understanding of what consumers value allows you to come up with new combinations of products and services and messaging that you can offer that will market to different consumers for different reasons. The right combinations result in stronger customer loyalty, willingness to purchase, an increased price for your service, and sustained sales. Bain and Company identified 30 elements of value. These elements fall into 4 categories: functional, emotional, life-changing, and social impact elements. Some elements leaning towards the left side of the pyramid are more inwardly focused. These are the customer's personal needs. For example, motivation and wellness are personal needs that we might address with personal training. Others are more outwardly focused, helping customers interact in or navigate the external world. An example for us in fitness could be that the life-changing element of affiliation and belonging would be delivered in a group training class, or the functional element in form would be delivered through the stellar education that you deliver to clients. This model is based on psychologist Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which was first published in 1943. There are 30 elements in the pyramid, and they're basically an extension of that hierarchy of needs, which are the most universal and basic human needs. Maslow argued that human actions arise from an innate desire to fulfill needs ranging from the very basic, such as security, warmth, food, and rest, to the complex, like self-esteem and altruism. Almost all marketers today are familiar with Maslow's hierarchy. Bain and Company's approach extends his insights by focusing on people as consumers, describing their behavior as it relates to products and services. Now, when it comes to applying this to marketing and to you developing your brand, the more of the 30 value elements you can communicate and deliver to people, the better your chance of connecting with them and turning them into clients. The values at the bottom of the pyramid are associated with the most common physical needs. But the higher up the pyramid you go, the more complex and harder to implement, deliver, and message to the elements become. The Harvard Business Review study shows that the higher the elements you choose to deliver, the faster you'll be able to grow and have profit. But it's important to understand that to be able to deliver on these higher order elements, you first need to have a strong foundation and provide at least some of the functional elements. If those basic values aren't met at the bottom, you can't make an emotional or psychological connection with your customer. In the personal training world, this would mean having a foundational skill set and knowledge before even thinking about the values in the emotional category, like talking about wellness. If they can't trust that you know what you're doing, they don't necessarily care about what you think you're going to deliver for them. Let's use a non-fitness example to get an understanding of how you can deliver on this. And then we'll apply this to what you are offering as a personal trainer. So imagine someone at a train station asking for money. He's sitting there huddled up around a cup with a sign that says, "Please help me. I'm homeless," or some other message. Now, how effective is this as a marketing strategy? How much value is this person offering in exchange for the money he's hoping to gain? Remember what marketing is? You're exchanging value. You're delivering value and getting money in return. Marketing and sales are all about that exchange of value. While you may not consider asking for money a business, it technically, as we just said, is. Let's add a guitar to the mix. And of course, obviously, an ability to play the guitar. Now imagine this guy is entertaining. And if you happen to walk by and you feel that he was good and you chose to stop and listen for a song or two, you might even give him money because he just added value to your day. If you don't like his performance, you just stroll on by. In order for a street performer to get someone to give them money, they need to stand out. Meet Will. Will is a street performer in New York. Will probably collects more money than any other street performer, just about anyway. On a typical day, he's able to collect about $100 per hour. He does this with his unique business model, which adds extra elements of value for the consumer or just the average person walking down the street. Let's start by looking at the functional level of the pyramid. Well, it's pretty good. So we can say he's offering quality and he's offering sensory appeal. At the emotional level, we can add entertaining, nostalgia, depending on the song selection, and providing access, because he's providing access to entertainment in a place where there otherwise might not be any. There's one other aspect to his business model that adds his most important element of value. Take a look at the sign. It says, if you're homeless or need help, take as much as you need from the case. This is how he collects $100 per hour playing guitar in public. He's added the life-changing element of providing hope. People gain a feeling of affiliation or belonging through the act of giving. And now he's also adding an element at the social impact level with self-transcendence. Now, studies on the elements of value have been done to compare the relationship between how many elements of value a brand offers, how effectively they deliver on those elements, and how successful they are. They specifically looked at the brand's customer relationships and revenue growth. Companies with high scores on 4 or more elements included Apple, Samsung, and Amazon. Pretty successful brands. While it's important to score well on a number of elements to have a successful business, no business should try to score well on all 30. In fact, Amazon scored well on 8, and Apple scored well on 11, and we all know how valuable those brands are. Let's take a look at Amazon as an example. Many of the elements of value that Amazon scored well on were functional elements. When you look at Amazon's business model, which is ordering online and the products are shipped to your door, there are 3 primary elements that this model delivers on. The 3 initial elements this model offers are reducing effort, avoiding hassle, and simplifying your life. Well, in 2005, they created Amazon Prime. By providing unlimited 2-day shipping for a flat $79 annual fee, the company added reduces cost, and it added saves time. Next, it extended Prime to include streaming media, which provided access to fun and entertainment. Then they added unlimited photo storage on Amazon servers, which reduced the risk of losing your memories. Each new element attracted a new and large group of consumers. This has allowed the company to raise Prime's annual fee from $79 to $99 in 2015, a large increase by any standard. And then they raised them again to $119 in 2018. Since raising prices in 2015, Prime memberships have grown from 44 million to 105 million members. This is clear evidence that if you offer enough value, price becomes less of an objection. The elements of value can give you a blueprint of what customers are looking for when they assess the value of your fitness solution. In fitness, there are 12 options that I like to focus on initially when we talk about the elements, because to try to apply all 30 by any one business would be a stretch. Actually, it's pretty much impossible. We'll start at the foundational level, because remember, although all 4 value categories are important, having functional elements is a necessity because they provide practical and useful value and create trust. The elements that are most common here are saves time, such as achieving fitness goals faster than they would otherwise by using your product or service. Simplifies. By working with you, it makes getting fitness results easier. Reducing risk, meaning it's shown to be the safest choice. It integrates. It's able to integrate different aspects of the fitness puzzle: nutrition, cardio, supplementation, weights, HIIT, group training, etc. Quality. Provides high-quality goods or services. As a side note on quality, marketing and selling based on your education and certification can help show this element of value. But remember, this is just one of many elements, and it's at the foundational level. The most successful businesses work their way up the pyramid and add other elements once the foundational elements are met, which is why we recommend that you go beyond marketing yourself based on the fact that you're certified and you have a lot of education. You're going to hear that a lot. Lastly, from the foundational level is informs, meaning it provides reliable and trusted information. Now, moving up the pyramid to the emotional level, where it's most common to market and add value through messaging in the fitness industry. The common elements in fitness from the emotional level are reduces anxiety, such as helping members feel more secure and less worried about the gym. Wellness, which is improving customers' physical and mental state. You definitely do that. Fun offers some type of entertainment. This is mostly seen in classes, but depending on your personality, your ability to offer partner sessions or even control over music selection, you should hopefully be able to apply some fun to it, to your services. Now, moving into the life-changing values, we commonly see several from this level, which is a great thing. We have the ability to offer providing hope. This gives clients a sense of optimism about getting to their goals, which is something people need, especially when getting started. Motivation is needed to help clients achieve their goals and get through a challenging workout or a challenging phase of their whole experience, of their journey. Self-actualization, or providing a sense of personal accomplishment, and clients feel a sense of pride when they complete a new or difficult exercise or make progress or attain a new goal. Now, again, this is not an exhaustive list of all 30 elements of value. These are the 12 that are most commonly utilized in the fitness industry that you can offer. Remember, the goal is to offer as many elements of value when talking about your service, not to mention the right combination of elements for the person that you're talking to, as what people value is very individual. So during any presentation, you need to identify and come up with the right combination of building blocks that are the most important for that customer in order for them to perceive that you're going to deliver the best value. Later in the course, when you get to the retention section, Joel is going to be covering some very specific examples of how you can apply some of the elements to your potential customers and clients in terms of retention and during your sessions. But before we talk about that, we need to consider who it is you're trying to provide value to. Because if you're messaging and delivering a specific element of value, but the people you're communicating with don't perceive that as being valuable, it's going to be really hard to get them to buy in. So you need to match the value that you're messaging and delivering with the person that it's being delivered to.